Hello friends, today we are here with our fourth chapter, that is climate, and today we will discuss the third part of this chapter. So friends, in this video we will learn the Indian monsoon and the onset and withdrawal of the monsoon. So friends, let's move ahead and start our discussion with the Indian monsoon. My dear friends, the climate of India is basically influenced by the monsoon wind. Friends, we should know here कि सबसे पहले ये मॉनसून के फेनोमेनन को किसने नोटिस की? तो my dear friends, it was noticed by the sailor who come to India in historical time. My dear friend, जब हम बात करते हैं मॉनसून की, then friends, this wind has been named as monsoon by the Arab traders who came to India. They were the first who noticed the reversal of the wind system. Friend, monsoon basically 20 degree north and 20 degree south tropical zone में देखा जाता है. Now friends, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with the Indian monsoon. My dear friends, now we will talk about important facts for understanding monsoon. My dear friend, अगर हमें मॉनसून को अच्छी तरह समझनी है तो we should first know the following facts which are very important. The very first is the differential heating and cooling of land and water. My dear friends, these heating and cooling of land and water creates low pressure on landmass of India, जबकि the sea around experience the comparatively high pressure. The second one is the shift of position of intertropical convergence zone in summer over the Ganga plain. My dear friend, this is the equatorial draw normally positioned about 5 degree north of the equator, and it is also known as monsoon draw during the monsoon season. Now friends, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with the Indian monsoon, and we are discussing the important facts for understanding monsoon. My dear friend, our third important fact is the presence of high pressure zone to the east of Madagascar, which is approx located at 20 degrees south over the Indian Ocean. My dear friends, here high pressure area का intensity and position Indian monsoon को affect करता है. Now, our next important fact is Tibetan plateau get intentionally hit during summer, जिसके कारण plateau के ऊपर approx 9 kilometer above the sea level strong vertical air currents and high pressure का formation होता है. Now, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with Indian monsoon. Friends, we are discussing important fact for understanding monsoon. So friend, our next important fact is the movement of western jet stream to the north of Himalayas and the presence of tropical easterly jet stream over the Indian peninsula during summer. This placement also affect the Indian monsoon. Now friend, let's move ahead. Now we will continue our discussion with the Indian monsoon, and we are discussing on important fact for understanding monsoon. So friends, our next important fact is periodic change in pressure condition. Friends, apart from all the important facts which affect the monsoon, it has been noticed that change in pressure condition over the southern ocean also affect the monsoon. My dear friend, normally when the tropical eastern South Pacific Ocean experience high pressure, the tropical eastern Indian Ocean experience the low pressure. But in certain years, there is a reversal in the pressure condition and Eastern Pacific has low pressure in comparison to Eastern Indian Ocean. So friend, this periodic change in pressure condition is also known as Southern Oscillation or commonly known with the name SO. My dear friends, यहाँ पे ये जो प्रेशर में जो डिफरेंस है that is computed to predict the intensity of monsoon. और अगर प्रेशर का डिफरेंस नेगेटिव होता है तो इट मीन्स द मॉनसून विल बी बिलो एवरेज और लेट. My dear friends, a feature connected with ESO is El Nino. My dear friends, El Nino is basically a warm oceanic current which flows past the Peruvian coast instead of cold Peruvian stream in every 2 to 5 years. Now, let's move ahead. Friends, we will now discuss the onset of the monsoon and withdrawal. So friends, let's start with onset of the monsoon. My dear friends, जब हम बात करते हैं monsoon की तो monsoon winds are not steady in nature, but despite of this, they are pulsating in nature. My dear friend, ये जो monsoon winds है, they are affected by different atmospheric condition which comes in its way. My dear friends, जब हम बात करते हैं monsoon की duration की तो the duration of monsoon is between 100 to 120 days from the early June to the mid of September. My dear friends, the monsoon usually comes from southern edge of the Indian Peninsula, usually by the first week of June. Now, let's move ahead and now we will continue our discussion with the onset of the monsoon and withdrawal. We are discussing the onset of the monsoon. My dear friends, the sudden increase of monsoon and the continuation of rainfall for several days is basically known with the name that is burst or bursting. Friends, by 10th of June, monsoon reaches Mumbai. Now, when the monsoon reaches Assam, then the monsoon reaches Assam in the first week of June. My dear friends, now let's move ahead and continue our discussion with the onset of monsoon and withdrawal. And we are discussing the onset of the monsoon. Friends, by the mid-June, the Arabian Sea branches reaches Kutch and the center part of the country. And by the end of June, the monsoon reaches Delhi through the Bay of Bengal. Now, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with the onset of monsoon and withdrawal. My dear friends, we are discussing the onset of the monsoon. Friends, by the first week of July, the monsoon reaches western Uttar Pradesh, eastern Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. And by the middle of July, the monsoon reaches Himachal Pradesh and other part of India. Now, let's move ahead. We are discussing on the onset of monsoon and withdrawal. And friends, now we will discuss the withdrawal of the monsoon. Friends, withdrawal or retreat of the monsoon is more gradual process. The withdrawal of the monsoon start from northwestern state of India in the early month of September, and by the middle of October it is fully withdraw from the northern part of peninsula. Now let's move ahead. We are discussing on the onset of monsoon and withdrawal, and we will discuss on the withdrawal of monsoon. Friends, the return of monsoon takes place from the first week of December to the first week of January from the north to south of the country. My dear friends, by the beginning of December, the monsoon completely get withdraw from the rest of India. So friends, let's move ahead and now we will discuss that what we have learned. So in this part we have learned about the Indian monsoon and the onset and withdrawal of the monsoon. Friends, the reference is Geography Class 9 textbook. My dear friend, in next video, we will learn about the Indian season and distribution of rainfall and monsoon as a unifying bond. Till then, thank you.